Damn fine you ask me.
Scotty, that's something amazing.
What would that be, sir?
Sulu.
Oh, say something, you. Ah, so that's why you seem so restless. Finding retirement.
Jim and Joanne are here to pick up the same prescription. They both know the system is not on their side. They both know drug costs.
New Romulan threat in this sector. Inform Starfleet Command.
You want me to contact Starfleet?
Is there a problem?
No.
Star Trek Generations 1994. Paramount Pictures starring Brent Spiner, LeVar Burton, Marina Sirtis, also starring Monster, Brandy, directed by David Carson. Cat out of the bag alert. This review contains some spoilers for this film. Synopsis: Generations meet when Starship Enterprise Captain Jean-Luc Picard, Patrick Stewart, enlists the aid of Captain James T. Kirk, William Shatner, to help him stop a madman from destroying a star and killing millions. Cat burglar, scene stealer, as in the television series. Data: Brent Spiner owns an orange cat named Spot. Spot was played by a series of tabby cats in later episodes, and is a ginger tabby in this. Star Trek: Generations, 1994. Paramount Pictures starring LeVar Burton, Marina Sirtis, also starring Monster, Brandy, directed by David Carson. Cat out of the bag alert. This review contains some spoilers for this film. Synopsis: Generations meet when Starship Enterprise Captain Jean-Luc Picard, Patrick Stewart, enlists the aid of Captain James T. Kirk, William Shatner, to help him stop a madman from destroying a star and killing millions. Cat burglar, scene stealer, as in the television series. Data: Brent Spiner owns an orange cat named Spot. Spot was played by a series of tabby cats in later episodes and is a ginger tabby in this film. Spot first appears when Data is talking to LeVar Burton in Data's quarters. Spot jumps up on the table and rubs against and then against Data. Data then sets the cat on the floor. Late in the film, Data is helping Marina Sirtis look for survivors when the Enterprise crash lands. They discuss the emotion chip which Data has had installed. Twa finds a weak life force on her tricorder and Data hurriedly removes the debris from the area. To his surprise, he finds Spot, dirty but otherwise unhurt. Data hugs Spot and starts to cry. He is confused as to why he is crying when he is happy to see Spot and speculates the emotion chip may be malfunctioning. "I think it's working perfectly," Twa smiles. Spot was played in the film by cat actors Monster in the first scene and Brandy in the later scene and were provided by Critters of the Cinema. Final musings: cats bring out the emotions in many of us. Relevant links to discuss this film and other cats in movies and on television. Join us on Facebook and Twitter. Share this with your cat and movie-loving friends. Categories: Breed: Abyssinian 3, Balinese 1, Bengal 3, British Shorthair 1, Cornish Rex 2, Devon Rex 2, Exotic Shorthair 3, Himalayan 8, Japanese Bobtail 2, Maine Coon 2, Mo 1, Persian 24, Ragdoll 4, Scottish Fold 1, Siamese 42, Sphinx 7. Star Trek: Generations, 1994. With the help of long-presumed dead Captain Kirk, Captain Picard must stop a deranged scientist willing to murder on a planetary scale in order to enter a space matrix. Our most anticipated movies of 2021. The IMDb editors have selected the films they're most excited to see in 2021. Have you added these movies to your watch list? Browse our picks. 2021 Golden Globe nominees in and out of character. Check out our gallery of the 2021 Golden Globe nominees in the leading and supporting acting categories, as the characters they so brilliantly played and in real life. See the full gallery. More like this. When the crew of the Enterprise learn of a Federation conspiracy against the inhabitants of a unique planet, Captain Picard begins an open rebellion. Storyline: in the late 23rd century, the gala maiden voyage of the newly christened USS Enterprise NCC 1701B boasts such luminaries as Pavel Chekhov, Montgomery Scott, and the legendary Captain James T. Kirk as guests. But her maiden voyage turns into a disaster as the unprepared starship is forced to rescue two transport ships from a mysterious energy ribbon. The Enterprise manages to save a handful of the ship's passengers and barely succeeds out intact, but at the cost of Captain Kirk's life. 78 years later, Captain Jean-Luc Picard and the USS Enterprise NCC-1701D crew find themselves at odds with renegade scientist Dr. Tolian Soren, who is destroying entire star systems. Only one man can help Picard stop Soren's scheme, and he has been dead for 78 years. Written by Gregory A. Sheets M-Sheets 2 adonu.edu. Taglines: Beyond Time. Beyond the Known Universe. Beyond Imagination. An adventure for a new generation. See more. Did you know? Quotes. First lines: the journalists are all talking at the same time, trying to get their questions in. Journalist number 3, how does it feel to be back on the Enterprise bridge? Journalist number 1, Captain Chekhov, what are the most significant changes? Journalist number 3, Captain Kirk, can I ask you a few questions? Journalist number 1, did you participate in the redesign? Journalist number 3, we'd like to know how you feel about being. Kirk, I appreciate the. Harriman, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. There will be plenty of time for questions later. I'm Captain John Harriman and I'd like to welcome you all aboard. Kirk. See more. Alternate versions. When Worf explains the workings of trilithium, all his words were over. Quotes. Kirk, Captain of the Enterprise, huh? Picard, that's right. Kirk, close to retirement? Picard, I'm not planning on it. Kirk, well, let me tell you something. Don't let them promote you. Don't let them transfer you. Don't let them do anything that takes you off the bridge of that ship, because while you're there, you can make a difference. Picard, come back with me. Help me stop Soren. Help make a difference again. Kirk, who am I to argue with the captain of the Enterprise? What's the name of that planet? Viridian 3? Picard, that's right. Kirk, I take it the odds are against us and the situation is grim? Picard, you could say that. Kirk, you know, if Spock were here, he'd say I was an irrational, illogical human being for going on a mission like that. Pause. Kirk, sounds like fun. Kirk, to Sulu's daughter, Demora, congratulations, Ensign. It wouldn't be the Enterprise without a Sulu at the helm. Picard, to Toi. Recently, I've become aware that there are fewer days ahead than there are behind. But I took some comfort that the family would go on, but now there'll be no more Picards. Kirk, you say history considers me dead. Who am I to argue with history? Picard, you're a Starfleet officer. You have a duty. Kirk, I don't need to be lectured by you. I was out saving the galaxy when your grandfather was in diapers. Besides which, I think the galaxy owes me one. Riker, Lieutenant Worf, the charges and specifications are 1, performing above and beyond the call of duty on countless occasions, and 2, most seriously, having earned the admiration and respect of the entire crew. Picard, Mr. Worf, I hereby promote you to the rank of Lieutenant Commander, with all of the rights and privileges thereto. And may God have mercy on your soul. Last lines. Riker, I always thought I'd get a shot at this chair one day. Picard, perhaps you still will. Somehow I doubt this will be the last ship to carry the name Enterprise. Looks at Riker for a beat, then taps his com badge. Picard to Farragut, 2 to beam up. The 2 men materialize. Picard, what you're about to do, Soren, is no different from when the Borg destroyed your world. They killed millions too. Including your wife, your children. Dr. Soren smiles, sighs, nice try. You know, there was a time that I wouldn't hurt a fly. Then the Borg came, and they showed me that if there is one constant in this whole universe, it's death. Afterwards, I began to realize that it didn't really matter. We're all going to die sometime. It's just a question of how and when. You will too, Captain. Aren't you beginning to feel time gaining on you? Enters control room of missile launcher, Dr. Soren. It's like a predator. It's stalking you. Oh, you can try and outrun it with doctors, medicines, new technologies. But in the end, time is going to hunt you down. And make the kill. Picard, it's our mortality that defines us, Soren. It's part of the truth of our existence. Dr. Soren, what if I told you I found a new truth? Picard, the Nexus? Dr. Soren, time has no meaning there. The Predator has no teeth. Riker, I'm going to miss this ship. She went before her time. Picard, someone once told me that time was a predator that stalked us all our lives. But I rather believe that time is a companion who goes with us on the journey, and reminds us to cherish every moment, because they'll never come again. What we leave behind is not as important how we lived. After all, number one, we're only mortal. Riker, smiling, speak for yourself, sir. I plan to live forever. Data, laughs. I get it. I get it. When you said the clown can stay, but the Ferengi in the gorilla suit has to go. Yrdi, Data, what are you talking about? Data, during the Farpoint mission. We were on the bridge, you told a joke, that was the punchline. Yrdi, the Farpoint mission? Data, that was 7 years ago. Data, I know. I just got it. Very funny. Data has found his cat Spot safe and alive in the Enterprise wreckage. Data, happily, Spot. Data cradles Spot, and begins crying. Data? Are you all right? Data, tears streaming. I am happy to see Spot, yet I am crying. Perhaps the chip is malfunctioning. Smiling. I think it's working perfectly. Data, uses a device in his arm to open a door. Open sesame. You could say I have a magnetic personality. Laughs at his joke. Data, humor. I love it. Dr. Soren, holding Kirk at gunpoint. Actually, I am familiar with history, Captain. And if I'm not too much mistaken, you're dead. Dr. Soren, have you ever considered a prosthesis that would make you look a little more, how can I say, more normal? Yrdi, what's normal? Dr. Soren, what's normal? Well, that's a good question. Normal is what everyone else is and you are not. Dr. Soren, they say time is the fire in which we burn. Right now, Captain, my time is running out. We leave so many things unfinished in our lives. Softly, Dr. Soren, I know you understand. First lines, the journalists are all talking at the same time, trying to get their questions in. Journalist number 3, how does it feel to be back on the Enterprise bridge? Journalist number 1, Captain Chekhov, what are the most significant changes? Journalist number 3, Captain Kirk, can I ask you a few questions? Journalist number 1, did you participate in the redesign? Journalist number 3, we'd like to know how you feel about being. Kirk, I appreciate the. Harriman, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. There will be plenty of time for questions later. I'm Captain John Harriman and I'd like to welcome you all aboard. Kirk, it's our pleasure. Harriman, I just want you to know how excited we all are to have a group of living legends with us on our maiden voyage. I remember reading about your missions when I was in grade school. Kirk, oh, really? Well, may we have a look around? Harriman, please. Please. Dr. Soren, now, if you'll have to excuse me, Captain. I have an appointment with Eternity and I don't want to be late. Picard, to Riker, if there is one thing I have learned over the years is never underestimate a Klingon. The Duras sisters spy on Yrdi, Lursa, where is he now? Beater, I don't know. He based, now he's roaming the ship. He must be the only engineer in Starfleet who doesn't go to engineering. Harriman, Captain Kirk, I would appreciate any suggestions you might have. Kirk, first, move us within transporter range and beam those people aboard the Enterprise. Harriman, What about the gravimetric distortions? They'll tear us apart. Kirk, risk is part of the game if you want to sit in that chair. Harriman, helm, close to within transporter range. Kirk, to reporter shining a camera light into his face, pushing him away. Second, turn that damn thing off.